Let's start by reminding ourselves what is actually data governance. I believe the best way to explain it is the following. Data governance is the way organizations make sure their data is accurate, safe, and used correctly. It sets the rules for how data is handled, who can use it, and how it's protected, so it stays trustworthy and useful. So data governance is all about protecting the data and making sure that it's useful for the organization. There are four main important questions that data governance tries to answer. Who owns the data? And here we're talking about the data that resides in all the different departments and systems. We need a clear ownership of the data. How should the data be handled and protected? This is where the different procedures and rules are put into place on how the data is handled and protected. How can data quality be maintained? Data quality is a big part of data governance. So when you roll out a data governance program, it also needs to take into account how the data quality will be maintained. And the last question is, what rules must be followed when using the data? I know that data governance can sound quite complex and confusing, but in reality, data governance tries to answer these four questions. Who owns the data? How should data be handled and protected? How can data quality be maintained? And what rules must be followed when using data? So when there's a data governance initiative within the company, it tries to answer these questions and implement the necessary rules, processes, and people to make sure that the data is protected, trustworthy, and useful for the organization. And in a nutshell, this is what data governance actually is.